Hi, little crafters. My name is Miss Lisa, and we're here at the Fayette County Public Library, and you have joined me for the Crafty Corner. It is almost December, so it's almost Christmas time. So I thought what would be a great idea is for us to make a little Christmas wreath. Now, some of you in your packets are going to have some coffee filters that have already been colored green. Others of you are going to have the white coffee filters. That means you get to make it green yourself. And then I will show you how to put this little wreath together. It's very cute, and you can hang it up at your house. So first of all, if you have the white coffee filters, what you need to do is take your markers and you are going to color on the paper plate. Okay, well, if you have several different shades of green, you just take your markers and you color. You try to cover up the whole thing with markers. Okay, so I'm just trying to cover up as much of this coffee filter as I can with different shades of green. All right, and you can see that I have put it on a paper plate because I don't know if you've ever done this before. It's a lot of fun because what we're going to do then is spray some water on it, and then we are going to let it dry, and then you get these beautiful colored coffee filters. So I have a little spray bottle here, and I'm just going to spray. Okay, and then the colors of the Crayola markers are going to run together, and you are going to get a beautiful colored coffee filter when you're done. Now, once it's sprayed, you're going to want to take it off the paper plate, and like I have some paper toweling here. You're going to want to take it off that paper plate because otherwise all that coloring is going to be transferred to the paper plate. So you take that wet coffee filter off and lay it over here to dry. All right, so that's the technique. If you have the white coffee filters in your packet, you get to make your own coffee filters for this project. All right, so in your packet, I'm going to go ahead and work with the colors, the ones that are already dry. You need them totally dry to do it. And you're going to take, you should have 3 of them, and you're going to take each of them and cut them directly in half. So you may want to fold it and give it a crease so you know where to cut so that they're pretty even. So you're going to take this and you're just going to cut that in half. I'm going to set that aside for just a minute because in order to make a wreath has a hole in the middle, doesn't it? So you can't use the paper plate the way it looks right now. So we're going to fold this in half and make a little cut with your scissors, and then put your scissors inside. And so nice of the paper plate people to make a nice circle right here that you can just cut right there on that, and we'll have a nice opening for the wreath. All right, just keep going around and around and around till we get that all done. Okay, now we have our surface. Now before we start gluing those down, we're going to want to take a hole puncher and punch a little hole so that we have a place to do our hanger. So you are going to get some ribbon, and you're going to want to cut it almost about in half. The hanger doesn't need to be quite as long as the bow, so you're going to want to make sure that you have enough room to make a bow. So let's go ahead and put this ribbon here through the hole, make a little knot up here, and if you don't know how to make knots, have an adult help you make that little knot. So you have a little knot up there, and then you have a little hanger. Okay, that way it can hang in your house. Now, what we're going to do is take the paper plate, or take our coffee filters, and we're going to sort of squish them up a little bit. And we're going to squish them up in the rounded section. The rounded part of the coffee filters is being on the outside edge. So we're going to squish it up a little bit and lay it down. Squish them up and lay it down. So we're going to start at the top, and you're going to want to have about 3 on one side and 3 on the other. So I'm going to need to use our white glue, and it's going to really need to be sort of lathered in there. A lot of times I tell you just to scribble it and don't make big lumps, but this time you are really going to want to have a lot of glue because you are squishing the coffee filter together, and you're going to want to make it stay. So we're going to squish this one together, and we're going to lay it down. And it might take some time, boys and girls, to get it adjusted just where you want it. And you want that rounded part on that end over there. Okay. And I'm going to have, the green is going to probably come off on your fingers a little bit with this kind of project here. All right, so we're going to glue the next one down. I squished it up and I'm holding it until the glue really starts to adhere to that coffee filter. I'm going to take the next one, squish it up a little bit. Okay, sort of taking the two ends and laying the middle part of it down and laying it down in the glue. And as that glue seeps through that coffee filter, the green might come off on your hands, but it's okay. It will come off later. You can just wash. All right, let's do the other side. Again, we're going to use a lot of glue here. Use a lot of glue so that stays glued down. All right, I'm going to take this and squish it up, leaving the rounded part showing on the one side. Squish it up, lay it down. No, I don't have much room for this last one. That will make it nice and full. All right. Squish it up, lay it down. All right. All right. Oops, this part didn't get glued. All right. Some of the, if you have layers of where you've squished it, you may need to have a little bit more glue in there. This is sort of a fun, messy project, but it sure looks cute when you're done with it. All right, this little section. Okay, so now that you've got all that glued down, and I might need to move this up more toward the ribbon. That's okay. You're going to take the other remaining ribbon and you're going to make a loop. You're going to take this part of it and wrap it around and then stick it through where your thumb is and pull it tight so that you make a nice little bow. Okay. I'm trying to sort of flatten this part of it down so that will glue right there. Okay, so flatten that part down, don't let it get real poofy. And here, boys and girls, I am going to let you make a glob of glue. Look, make a nice glob of glue and then stick that part of the bow down. You are not going to want to, hang this up right away. You're probably going to need to let it dry for about an hour before you can hang it anywhere. Then we have these cute little puff balls that are sort of representing different like little holly berries or whatever. So you are going to want to use another big glob of glue wherever you decide to put these on your wreath. So you're going to have different colors. Every packet's going to be different. You have different colors, different sizes. So just put those wherever you feel like, but use that glob of glue to glue it down. We got a couple littles here. There's a little green one. Here's a little white one. Another little red one. So wherever you want to put those it's totally up to you. All right. And that's what we're going to do. Now we have to go wash. Okay, so boys and girls, this is what you're going to make. You're going to be making this beautiful little wreath. And once it's done, just let it dry before you hang it up. I sure hope you'll come on down to the library and grab one of these packets, because this is a very cute little project to help start off the Christmas season and help you decorate your house. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'm Miss Lisa for the Fayette County Public Library, and this has been the Crafty Corner. See me again next week for a brand new craft. Bye now.